Okay, this video, this is Miss LAX. It's so nice out. But I'm going to talk about my daughter, Dominique, because I know that the haters want her name to disappear. So I'm going to resurface it. Dominique Sandra Marie LAX, Lax. The owner, yes, of Naked Swim USA. Yep, made in USA, okay. My daughter came up with this name in Florida a long time ago. Yes, honey. I was so happy that she finally did something, because my daughter was like the Denise off the Hustable. She was what you gonna be? I think I'm gonna be a massage therapist. Oh no, I think I'm gonna do this. No, I think I want to do this. No, I think I want to do this. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that. So it's like, honey, you're gonna have to make up your mind. What do you want to do? I don't want to go to college, so they're very different from me and their dad. My ex-husband, he's an architect, and I am a paralegal and a CNA for 20 years. They're totally different from me when it comes to education, school, and all that. They're the opposite of us. So anyway, it's like, okay, well, but I want to start my own business. Okay, start your own business, and I'll support you. But I'm not going to do it if you don't put the energy in it. See, one thing that I learned from Trump, the good thing about Trump, when he was the real estate Trump, is that he did not allow his children to live off of his work. They had to work for it. And so I took that concept and I applied that to, yes, honey, I took that concept and I applied it to my family. So therefore, I'm always doing things, and my kids is waiting, and they sit back and wait for me to do it and to bring the money in. And it's like, look here, girl, I've been bringing in money since the age of 14. I've been bringing in money as a single mother. It is your turn, honey. It is your turn to put the energy into what you want to do. It's your turn. So, for my daughter, yes, honey, because, honey, I was happy that she came up with something, and it was working for her. And so, for Dominique to finally came up with her own business name, Naked Swim USA, okay? And she got it registered, and she got her EIN number from the IRS. And then there was Akeisha Marie Gray. Seen my daughter's name, tried to copy it, tried to register it, but because it was already registered under the IRS, that's a terrible thing for you to keep on playing with the IRS, honey, and trying to do business. And trying to steal people name and stuff. That's a bad thing. That's a bad move. That's not a good business move whatsoever. So she tried to steal Dominique's name. Then the fake people would order things from Dominique's website, and then they would claim, oh, I didn't get my order, or making negative reviews about her. Yep, they sure did. And then they would they sent her harassing emails, and it was getting way out of control. Yep. And the baby daddy, Rico, okay, the baby daddy, Rico, he would sit up there and harass her on Facebook after the baby was born, and he would be up under a different profile. Oh, aren't you the girl that said that you had a baby by me? Stuff like that, childish stuff, just like that. So, and because he wanted her to have an abortion, honey, at the end of the day, yes, he did. And I don't believe in abortion because of what happened to me earlier in my years. So it's like, that's okay. We don't need him. We're not thirsty for anything that they have to offer. We're not going to beg. We're not going to beg them for nothing. We're going to take care of this baby, me, you, and God. We're going to do our best. The same way how I did my best in raising 4 kids, I'm going to help you with my grandbaby, my first grandson, and that's Antonio. So they harassed us when we didn't get rid of the babies. We had white people, we had all kind of people harassing us because we did not kill the baby. Sorry about that. So therefore, they decide to harass Dominique on her social media, every point of her social media, reading, being all up in her emails, tapping, hacking into the phone like they doing mines, they still doing it. This stuff have been going on for some time now, years. They have gotten other people. I was reading in the law, and it's called, I didn't have the name for cyber stalking, but what it is, it's called collective cyber stalking. That's where they start putting you on the internet. This is a form to embarrass you. It's a form to mock your family. It's a form to get the public involved, get the general public involved in your private life. They wanted to ruin our family. That's what they wanted to do through cyber intimidation. They wanted to try to intimidate you, harass you through cyberspace, and they still trying to do it. They're trying to do it to me now, okay? But I made an FBI report about that stuff today, because at some point, all of this got to stop, honey. All of it got to stop. The baby is here. The baby is like going on 10 years old. He's a big boy. It's like too many years don't pass for you to sit up here and trying to have grudge and sitting up there trying to intimidate me and sitting up here trying to bully me. At the end of the day, I don't went through too much in life to let you intimidate me, to let anybody intimidate me just because a baby was born, and just because it was born by the wrong ass man at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, nobody trying to tread upon you, but you're treading upon us, honey, at the end of the day. And if somebody is not treading upon your private life and they're not sitting up there trying to mess with you, you should not be aiming here. And at the end of the day, if you got employees, you got business partners, and employees harassing your baby mama, sitting up there trying to harass us and trying to interfere in our private life, then at the end of the day, you become a reliable source, because you're supposed to be controlling your business partners. You're supposed to be controlling your employees. That is like an unethical type of business practice for business owners. That is not the way how you conduct business, by harassing other people or trying to intimidate them. That is not good ethical business practice. So we're going back to Dominique. Sandra Marie Lax started this business, and we have legal documentation and IRS documentation to prove that my daughter started this, and this woman tried to steal it from her. And they tried to jump on her. They tried to jump on her. That's why she bought her a gun legally in the state of Indiana. She just didn't know about the carrying when she went to Florida, okay? Because they try to make a big deal out of that over the internet. They try to put her on blast for that. They try to put her mug shot all on Google's, because it makes the women feel good when she bald headed. But my daughter is the type of model that she can even rock a bald head and still look fabulous, honey, at the end of the day. So even in that, where they're trying to embarrass you and your daughter and all that, Dominique still look fabulous, honey, bald-headed. At the end of the day, she can be a bald-headed model, okay? That's another thing. They try to subtract the beauty from my daughter. Then the men start smoking weed. They try to drug out my daughter, try to sexually assault her because she got this naked swim. She was the model of her own naked swim business. Because do you know how much it costs to hire somebody else to model your outfit? So I told her, you already got the body. You got the body, Dominique. You don't need to hire nobody else. Just wear your own homemade, handmade swimwear or whatever you ordered. You just put it on and you model it. Then you don't have to worry about copyrights, because you don't have to worry about when you put your photos up for your business, you don't have to worry about infringing on copyrights. So I think that was a very smart business move. I think that my daughter was very smart in that, and she listened to me. And then they try to take that one photo and make it sexual, as if she was a prostitute. So then they try to make Dominique into a prostitute. They sit up here, try to smoke weed with her. Who doesn't smoke legal weed? But that wasn't no type of weed. That was something else in there. And try to hook her up on drugs. Yep, try to get her hooked on drugs, and then sexually assault her. And then after they don't traumatize this baby, then they try to tuck her way into mental health. Now she crazy. After being harassed on her social media, being harassed around her mama house, being harassed in the public arena like they doing me here in Vegas. I can't even go to the bus stop without a slew of people, collective of people harassing you, making fun of what you look like, making fun of your situation. They're blocking your money so that you can stay homeless because they want to make a public embarrassment and put it on film, put it on the internet so that they can get the whole world to damn near laugh at you and make fun of you. And I don't came too far, honey. I don't had a very rough childhood life, but I supersede that. I don't have so many trials and tribulations and up and down in my life that I supersede that. I think that I'm a lot more better than what they're trying to paint that little picture about me and my family. I think that they're trying to make the whole family look like we're pathetic. But I think, you want me to tell you what I think is pathetic? I think that when you have a collective group of people to gang up on a woman, now I'm in a wheelchair because I fractured my foot, and for you to have a collective gang of people from your internet website, your crew, your gang, or whoever you have, I think that that's pathetic. I think that that's embarrassing. I think that's very shameful. And the Bible says that those that talk about you shall be condemned. That means their own words shall condemn them and make them shameful. And when somebody assumes something, they call themselves trying to get to know you through the internet. But they never, I'm going to tell you something, not one of them that have been talking mess about me over the internet, not one of them has sat down with me, because I'm a very talkable person. Once I get to know you and you're not about bullshit, I'm a very talkable person. I have the gift of gab. So therefore, not one of them have had sat down with me as a human being, as a mature adult, and sat down and had a cup of coffee with me and get to know me. I mean, get to know me, not through no email and spying on my phones and stuff. That's inaccurate. Even if you're trying to evaluate somebody, it is the most inaccurate type of evaluation that you could do. The best thing that you could do to get to know someone is to basically talk to the person themselves, and if they feel like telling their business, they have every right to choose what they choose to share with the world and what they choose to keep private. I don't owe you nothing. You owe me money for live streaming me. You owe me money for violating my constitutional rights, my civil rights, and my human rights. And rather you want to be an adult about it, to acknowledge it, because it's something about when you're speaking the truth. It's something about when you're speaking with intelligence. They try to water it down. They try to money, we owe her money. Yes, if you go to the Department of Labor and you have been illegally uploading films or video recording of me, yes, you do. You owe me money, because that makes me up under a performer. I am a performer, and you're illegally videotaping me. So go to the Department of Labor yourself. If you don't believe any word that I say, and every word that I say is so crazy-fied, why don't you look it up legally? Why don't you look up the legal law, and therefore it will confirm itself of what I'm saying to you. You are illegally violating me. You are illegally recording me as a performer, as a reality show performer, and I have not received not a penny. These people have not given me not one damn dime. basically secretly videotaping me to the whole world. And then it's in a vindictive form. So not only are they doing it illegal, but they're doing it vindictive to ruin you, to ruin your reputation, to ruin your family, to show the whole world of how poor you are, show the whole world how you're homeless you are, because if they're messing with your money, then you don't have the money to keep yourself stable. And even in the hospital, all your medical is supposed to be secret. All your medical is supposed to be confidentiality through the HIPAA law. They're videotaping or using their little clones, they're using their little pawns to find out your medical information and displaying this also on the internet and the website. That is civil rights violation. That is a constitutional rights violation. You don't believe me? Why don't you go to these laws yourself? And since I'm so crazy, and I don't know what I'm talking about, why don't you confirm everything that I'm saying? And let's see how crazy I am. Because there's something about your enemies, your haters, like I said, that you are always in the spirit. You always have attacking you. The energy, negative spirit of jealousy, envy, and misery. You always have these people attacking you. And these people, while they're attacking you, they want you to look like you're the cause of them attacking you. But you are the victim. You and your family is the victim. And how can you get offended when you are offending me, sir and ma'am? You're offending me, and then they want to catch you while you're upset, while you're stressed and angry because they're harassing you every day. Would you like to be harassed every day? Would you like for someone to secretly be internet filming you, your everyday lives, and then for them to have no conscience of it? Then for them to have a nonchalant damn attitude. That's enough to piss off anybody. That's enough to piss off any real live human being. They sitting up there trying to act like I'm some kind of robot, that I don't feel, I don't have emotions, I don't have a conscience of. This is really emotional distressing. It's emotional distressing every day to know that you have injured me socially. And then on other areas, this is called malicious intent to socially injure you. That's why it's out on the internet. That's why it's publicly being displayed and live streamed and recorded, because that's to socially injure you and catch you in your upset mode. Yes, hell yeah, I'm a real live human being, and you are illegally streaming me. I seen a white lady on YouTube video. This random man, got out his camera and started videotaping this woman. This is where, when a woman is saying they're following me, this is where other women should be backing her up. They're like this security guard. I know that those white men was following me, but at the end of the day, instead of hearing what I said, you crazy. They wasn't following you, lady. At the end of the day, you can't tell me. You can't tell me what's not going on. So this random man in this YouTube video, he started videotaping this woman, and the more that she got upset about it, the worse he got, and started cussing her out. But wait a minute, sir. I know that this is a public arena, but wait a minute. I'm not giving you permission to actually come into my personal space and be videotaping me like that. And then you're going to cuss me out because she, as a white woman, was speaking up for herself. Take your camera off of me. I'm trying to cross the street and go about my everyday life. Take your camera off of me. I don't know you, sir. Why are you videotaping me? That woman, I feel, as a woman, had every right to stand up for herself. You don't have a right to exploit women like that. You don't, and even for the jealous women, the women do it because out of jealousy. I told you, jealousy and envy go hand in hand. They do it to Dominique. They did it to Dominique family. Why? Because my baby got body. I'm sorry. In that picture, she put up that swimwear picture, and it looked very professional, and she was looking like one of the rich women. She looked better than they, and that Photoshop looked better than some of the photographer. The photographer did a wonderful job. So that picture was like, damn, shit. Her abs was cut. Because my daughter loves to work out. She is the physical fitness of the family. Dominique is the more healthier person of the family. When people is leaving her alone and stop trying to nitpick and stop trying to harass her and sexually assault her or sex traffic her. My daughter in her right mind, and being left alone to live like any other woman on this earth. That means that, so what if she got body? That doesn't give no man on this earth to touch her body and violate her just because she got body and she did a swimwear model. That doesn't give nobody the right to sit up there and try to smoke weed. Hey, you smoke weed? And I kept telling her, stop smoking behind everybody, especially these men, because they looking at your body and they sitting up there trying to drug you out so that they can take advantage of you. Because when a woman is drugged out, she's helpless. Okay, it's not like mama wasn't giving good advice. Okay? All of these things have been happening in our life, and they have been trying to convince the public, the general public, that it's us, and it's those people, and they bought, and the whole family. Ooh, girl, the whole family like that, child. Ooh, Lord, something wrong with those folks, something wrong with those people, and the mama too. It would be something wrong with you. Because let's talk reality. Yeah. It would be something wrong with you, honey, if somebody is videotaping your mama, if somebody is videotaping your wife, if somebody is videotaping your grandmother, honey, and your grandmother don't like it. At the end of the day, your mother don't like it, and they are illegally violating your mother's right, honey. You will be upset too. You tell me a real life human being in real life that would not be upset. So everything that is causing me to be upset, I guarantee you there's a righteousness behind it. I bet you there's a sound reason behind that. The Bible says we are to know, this is the cardinal rule in life, period. Do unto others as you will have them to do unto you. If you know that you don't want nobody live streaming you should not be doing that to me. And that's the reality of life. And I know that the smoked up, drunk out, and the nonchalant and the narcissistic don't care about who they hurt. They don't care about who they hurt and how they're hurting the family and who they're hurting. You think about that and you ponder about that while you watching these videos. They are SMUT, smut video. They're illegal videos. They don't have my permission. They never had my consent. It's smut.